African Modernism in America, the first major traveling exhibition to explore its subject area, features more than 70 artworks by 50 artists that exemplify the relationships between the new art that emerged in Africa during its period of decolonization in the 1950s and 60s, and the art and cultural politics of the United States that these artists interacted with via American artists, patrons, and cultural organizations. Sabine Eckmann, Museum Director and Curator of the Mildred Kemper Art Museum, guides us through this fascinating retrospective.
I think this is a very important exhibition. It's the first one in the United States to investigate African modernism. And what I think is interesting about African modernism, that it responds maybe in similar ways as European or North American modernism to the advent of industrialization and modernization. Since that happened in very, very different ways in Africa, the results are also very different and the discussions were very different ones. What I think is really very important is this was a time where many African nations were freed from colonial rule. And so at this moment they could also focus really on their traditions and on their visual languages, and that is what makes African modernism. So in that sense it is very different from what we maybe know from European or American modernism. Very often we think of modernism also in terms of that this would be abstract art, and it's not. Abstract art and figurative art have always coexisted in Europe, and they do coexist in this exhibition. But we have to also understand that Africa is an enormous continent. It's much, much bigger than Europe. It's bigger than the United States. So we should not expect that there's one modernism in Africa. There are certainly many different articulations of modernism in Africa.